3, 2, 1!
The desert sun beat down, turning the sand into a shimmering, endless ocean of gold. Sergeant Ben Carter wiped the sweat from his brow, his eyes scanning the horizon for any sign of movement. His squad was dug in, their faces grimed with dust and exhaustion, but the grip on their rifles was steady. They were a mix of veterans and fresh-faced kids, but out here, they were just soldiers. A low thrumming sound grew louder, and a shadow fell over them. Ben looked up to see a military transport plane, a C-130 Hercules, descend for a rough landing. The ramp lowered, and out stepped Captain Anya Sharma, her uniform pristine, her gaze sharp and unwavering. She was known for her strategic mind and her quiet, unshakable authority. "Sergeant," she said, her voice calm over the engine's roar. "We have new orders. The insurgents are moving to secure the old fuel depot. We need to get there first and neutralize the threat." Ben nodded, the plan forming in his mind. The depot was a treacherous maze of rusted pipes and crumbling structures, an ideal place for an ambush. But they had no choice. They moved out, the desert silent under their boots as they marched toward their objective. The air was thick with tension, every shadow a potential enemy, every gust of wind a whisper of danger. As they approached the depot, the first shots rang out. A firefight erupted, the air filled with the deafening crack of gunfire and the whiz of bullets. Ben directed his squad, his commands sharp and clear. "Miller, cover our left flank. Jackson, lay down suppressive fire." Amidst the chaos, a young private named Liam froze, paralyzed by fear. He'd never been in a real fight before. Ben saw him, and a memory flashed through his mind. His own first firefight, the terror that had nearly swallowed him whole. He crawled over to Liam, grabbing his shoulder. "Breathe, Private. Focus on your training. We've got this. You've got this." With Ben's steady encouragement, Liam took a deep breath, his hands tightening on his rifle. He found his resolve, and he began to fire back, his aim surprisingly true. They fought as a single unit, their training and trust in each other guiding their every move. The battle for the fuel depot was a desperate, bloody dance. But in the end, they prevailed. The silence that followed was heavy, broken only by the sound of their own ragged breathing. They had completed their mission, but the cost was etched on their faces. The loss, the fear, the immense burden of what they had done. Later, sitting around a small fire, they were just men and women, not soldiers. They shared stories, not of valor and glory, but of home, of family, of the simple things they missed. Ben looked at his squad, at the tired but resilient faces of Miller and Jackson, at the newfound strength in Liam's eyes. He knew their story wasn't about heroism. It was about survival. It was about a promise made and a duty upheld. It was about the bond forged in the crucible of battle, a bond stronger than fear, more enduring than any memory of war. It was the story of soldiers, and of the quiet courage that kept them going, one day at a time.